Ready to roll? Wasn't a thing of beauty, but really proud of the young group for finding a way to slug rats here, pull out a win. I thought we guarded, for the most part, pretty hard and smart, other than one stretch there in the second half. I think we let them score like maybe 5 out of 6 possessions. Other than that, I thought we defended really well. We obviously missed a bunch of shots at the rim. They were very physical with us. Thought we could have got to the free throw line a little more. And we knew this is exactly what Florida A&M was going to bring. We warned our guys the last 2 days, don't pay attention to the box scores. They were talking up in Portland about this was going to be their chance. And I don't think across the board we came out ready to play, and that's shame on us.
Wayne, in that second half, it seemed like your team was pretty aggressive to the basket and got in the foul bonus there pretty early. How big was that in the game?
Yeah, it was big, but we should have got there a lot more. You know, we were in it early. I think Dexter was the only one getting to the free throw line. You know, I thought we settled when we were in the bonus. We settled. And, you know, some of those things can be daggers if you hit them, but when you're in the bonus and you're not shooting it well, you've got to be resilient and disciplined enough to keep doing, like, you know, Rod, Scholl, first play of the game. Rod, why we stopped throwing it into the post. Those are some of the growing pains. Do what's working until they stop it, and then we can adjust. But that was key because it got us a few baskets. It stretched it out a little bit. And the fact that we missed 5 is disappointing, but it was great to see Dexter step up and knock some down.
Rodrigue, you had some big contributions in the second half on Monday night and then, you know, again tonight. What do you kind of see as your role with this team?
I think my role is to come every night, play hard, get some rebound, post, and help my team to win. Yeah, that's my role. Yeah, every night.
And Dexter, kind of a slow offensive start for you in that first half. What do you feel like kind of helped you get going in that second half?
I think it was really just, going into halftime, just reflecting on what I could do better. And then, my teammates really did a good job of picking me up, telling me that they were good shots, just keep shooting them, they're going to keep falling. And then coaches came in with a great game plan, told us to get it into the post and then get into the lane and make plays. And I just tried my best to kind of carry out that game plan. And, more times than not, whatever the coach says is going to work. So,
Coach, if you feel like you're not getting the shot selection that you want, or maybe the patience from your team, at least you can always get things done on defense with hustle. Did you feel like the team did that?
Yes, we know we need to hang our hat on defense, and we thought early in the summer this team had the potential to be a really good defensive team, even with the lack of experience and the youthfulness. And then they fight hard defensively. You know, it's frustrating, but, you know, we expect some of these things offensively, the trust and the maturity to understand what's working instead of, you know, ollie Oxenfree, where everybody gets to do their thing. And Dex gave us great leadership in the second half, getting downhill to start the second half, getting to the rim. You know, we talked about in one of the late timeouts, we weren't sharing the ball enough. We ended up with only 10 assists. But it's nice that as we continue to move forward, we got to play a little more 12 than we did the other day, or 2-3, that we got to learn and grow through another game here early. That's big for us.
And you feel like it looks like this team responds. If something didn't go right, call timeout, and they'll respond.
Yes, but we just can't get in the habit of having poor first halves, you know, because as we start to, you know, play, you know, some tough competition here moving forward, you know, it's going to be too hard to come back from. So those are some of the early growing pains, but it's nice that we're getting an effort defensively. We just need a little bit more discipline and buy-in on the offensive end. Like the 18 threes, for example, is way too many threes to shoot against a team that I thought we could have dominated at the rim, but it's all part of the process.
Coach, obviously a very new team, a lot of guys who haven't played together a lot, very young team, and it's really, obviously, guys aren't just going to learn to play with each other overnight. It's not how a team just connects instantly. But judging just from these first 2 games, small sample size, have you been happy, pleased with the way that you get the guys have played together, being they're so young?
Oh, what I love is the chemistry they have. You know, like Dexter said, they're picking each other up. You know, and You can't get into where for 40 minutes you're saying next play or you're going to end up losing. But they hold each other accountable. Hey, you're going to, get the next one, Rod. Dex, you're going to handle it and you're going to finish the next one. Defensively, hey, it was my fault. I didn't communicate. I'll do a better job. So you got that kind of chemistry this early with the amount of new guys we have. That it tells you you've got a chance, to be pretty good on the defensive end.
What do you kind of point to that helped your team kind of get going offensively a little bit in that second half?
We spread them out and tried to attack just like the other night. When we got to the rim in the second half, they couldn't stop us. They had to collapse, and then we shot good threes at a good percentage. We did that in the second half, but then I thought we settled in for some questionable threes, and that's just part of the growth process. We'll watch the film, we'll learn from it, but what I love is it didn't cost us a lot. So it's a lot easier to send some messages in the film room when you won the game. And as our younger guys, we weren't happy with some of the contributions off the bench, guys messing up a play where we run it every day, or out of a timeout, hey, we're going to run this press breaker, and then we don't run it. That tells us we weren't locked in across the board mentally, and it's, again, some of the potholes that we're going to deal with, and we just got to stay together and keep fighting through it.
Given the makeup of your roster right now, how big is Rodrigue going to be for you this year?
Rod's going to be great. I mean, we really feel like that combination of he and Scholl is going to be tough on our opponents. You've got a physical guy who's got great touch in the post, and Rod. You got Scholl, who's a real and Rod's a shot blocker as well, but Scholl's a real presence at the rim. When he's out there ready to get after it. Scholl, you got to remember, hasn't played a lot in the last 3-4 years, so we've got to be patient with him. Then we can come Mikey Ratai off the bench. His defense now for 2 games in a row has been great. Tyler Bilodeau mixing it up. Dimitri, we decided to go with a couple of the younger guys, a little more physical. But Dimitri, that's a great front line that we have, and we feel as they continue to mature and improve, we'll get better and better with that group. Good? Go Beavs!